Take two. Hey journeys, where y'all been? I am back to give y'all a chit chat. Get ready with me. It's been a minute and I know y'all can tell that I am in a different space. We are going to definitely talk about that when the time comes, but in the meantime I just wanted to come and make this video with you guys because I had a dream about y'all last night. So I have this vlog that I've been waiting to post because I've been having to do my life update video for you guys, and I just have not been in a space where I've wanted to film. And it's so crazy because I've been like actively filming, but just b-roll, because honestly you guys, I've been feeling really insecure about my hair not being done. I've been wearing this wrap for weeks and I have not had my hair done. I'm in a space where I don't want to wear wigs right now because it's hot. I don't want to deal with the upkeep. I want something that's very low maintenance that I can just pretty much get up and go. And I know y'all probably thinking, girl, just wear your natural hair out. My natural hair is in this weird like in between space where I just don't know what to do with it right now. Yes, I'm open to getting my hair trimmed and just keeping up with like making sure I don't have split ends and stuff like that, and I will be willing to go and get a trim, but I don't want to cut my hair off entirely because I ultimately want to grow my hair out and have like some type of protective style where I can like be natural. But I never actually had to encounter my hair at the stage that it is in my entire life. For y'all who don't know, I am 29. My hair has never been in this natural state at this length where I have had to figure out styling, managing it, and everything. So my comfort zone has definitely been that sponge thing, but with the sponge it definitely makes my hair way harder to comb through, like once the coils have been created. I be struggling with that, and I have a really sensitive scalp. I think that like my scalp is damaged at the underlayer of where my actual superficial scalp is, because I just have like this really gnawing sensation that's in there anytime I like comb my hair. And also when I like grease my scalp on the superficial layer, I can kind of feel like that under there is like scabby in some way. Now for y'all who thinking you need to just go to a dermatologist, I have been to a dermatologist, and what did she give me? She gave me a prescription that has alcohol in it, and I'm just like, if my scalp is already dry and irritated and brittle, why would I go on top of it with another chemical? I'm trying to reverse all the damage that was done to my hair at a very young age from not putting the best natural products in my hair, most of all just being relaxed, and also having my hair manipulated in so many ways with like tight braids. People who just didn't have a hair hand, cared about, you know, getting your hair done, getting a style in, but didn't necessarily care about like their process of how they was doing your hair. I feel like my hair definitely holds a lot of trauma, and so that's kind of why I haven't really been showing up on the vlogs and making videos like this for you guys. But it's so crazy because I kept saying like, oh, when I get in a new environment I'm gonna show up on my channel more, and I had really convinced myself that like it was my environment that was stopping me from filming and making the content and the ideas that I wanted to make. And I just recently watched Ashley McCray. She came back to YouTube like within the last week or so, and she was saying how her limiting beliefs have held her back, as well as like the projections from other people have held her back from really being able to show up as a creator in the way in which she wanted to. And so I was like, wow, that really resonates with me. I don't think that it was actually me living at my mom's house that stopped me. Like granted, it would be loud there sometimes, but it was times where it was really quiet. I can't blame it on the lighting because I do have a ring light. I can't blame it on no longer living alone because like for as long as I've lived with my mom, people have lived with us. That just happened to be the first time that I was sharing my space with my partner, and I would get cold feet around filming in front of her. And it's so crazy because it's like she know what I do. So I don't know why I would let me feeling like shy or nervous to film in front of her stop me from getting my content out on my channel. So I'm really just trying to cover my under eye circles and some like dark spots that I have, because I definitely been getting rest, but y'all sis is tired. Y'all sis need a break, and I'm so happy that I'm gonna give myself a day. Saturday I did take off. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's definitely some things going on in the city, so we'll definitely find something. I definitely want to kind of like sleep in, quote unquote. Sleeping in for me, y'all, is like sleeping until 9 o'clock. Let's be real. Over the days when I could stay up until 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't many days because I was always definitely an early bird, but I be having to be to work anywhere between like 6 a.m. depending to like 8 a.m. I do want to say shout out to my partner and Reed for really being a great support system for me right now, like while I'm going through this big major change in my life. I was watching a reading today and it was talking about how look at your present space, like where you are right now. Stop thinking about the past, stop thinking about the future. I really don't have no foundation. There we go. Literally had to get the back of a makeup thing to be able to do my makeup. Like, what? Look at your present space. Like, see the space that it is that you're in. And I was sitting in this bathroom, and this bathroom has really been a sacred place for me to just get away and be on my own type time and really just have moments of self-care for myself. I've been wanting to take a bath for the longest time, and I just did not feel comfortable having a bath. I don't know. I have this preconceived notion about men that men are nasty. Due to the fact that I did live with men, I just didn't feel comfortable taking a bath at my mom's house. So every time we would travel, I would want to take a bath there, and I would take so many baths because that is something that I just truly enjoy, and being here just has allowed me the space and opportunity to do that. But I have been getting so many ideas, so much content comes to me while I've been in the shower. And I was listening to a reading today, and she was just saying like, look at the space that you're in right now. The death card came out. You're in a transformation period. You're sitting in an answered prayer. And I was just thinking like, yeah, I am sitting in so many answered prayers, and I know like only good things are about to come up and come to fruition for me. And I really just need to get over those insecurities from childhood that I have really allowed to permeate through my beingness, and started to believe it as true. And in reality, those things that people said about me, how people felt about me, was just projections onto me based on like their own experiences and how they felt about their self. I don't want to be a person who has a very distant and negative relationship with their hair. I would love to be one of those girls who's very in tune with their hair, in touch with their hair, good and positive relationship with their hair. I would love it, but I'm just not there right now. Me talking about my hair is very emotional for me. I know that I've been wanting to film a video for a while, and I just have not wanted to be on camera because I don't feel like the way my hair is presentable. And due to the fact that it's not presentable, I'm like, I cannot get on camera looking like that. And then I have to ask myself, but why not? That's who you are. That's how God made you. I don't want to minimize my emotions and my vulnerabilities around my hair to something that is traumatic for another person. So, you know, people who suffer with hair loss, or people who are born with conditions that make them not be able to have hair, and say, oh, I should be grateful. But I don't feel like my experiences and my feelings should be minimized to these extraordinary things that like happen to other people. I feel like emotional trauma around hair can be just as deep as something that people get from having ailments. It can be just as deep as physical trauma around hair. So that's really the space that I've been in right now, and why the content is so spaced out, why the vlogs seem so limited, and why I haven't really been sharing much. I'm gonna go into more detail on the life update about some new things that's been happening in my life, all of which I can't technically share. And so I'm gonna keep a little bit to myself, but I am going to give y'all a little bit more insight. And I'm also going to curate a space for people who really have a commitment to my journey, who really have a commitment to this channel, who have really been a support system for me in extraordinary ways. I'm making something very special and very unique to you guys because I just want y'all to know that y'all are appreciated, and I just had to come get this video out, but also like share my thoughts, share my feelings, and get this off my chest in an authentic way. Y'all know for me, one of my biggest missions on this channel is just to be authentic, and I have been struggling with my authenticity lately because the authenticity of who I used to be is not who I am anymore. And so now I'm battling with, am I a fraud for like keeping secrets from my journeys, or am I just protecting what it is that I'm creating for myself, limiting access? You get what I'm saying? And that's something that I have been struggling with, I would say probably for the last 4 years or so, about what it is that I should tell y'all, what it is that I shouldn't tell y'all. I don't know, I felt a little washed out, so I wanted to make a new clip. And not just y'all, even my friends in real life, just like holding back a lot from them, and knowing that I'm an expressive person, I'm a communicative person, and being challenged with the idea of like, why is it that I want to share X, Y, and Z? What is it that I'm hoping to get out of it? Or why do I think that it is important to share certain aspects of my life with people in this type of way? You get what I'm saying? And I think a lot of it comes from just not being able to talk to the people that was in my household, not having a strong connection, conversational relationship with God and spirit, to be able to talk to spirit about what it is that was on my heart. I've definitely been very strong in like my writing practice, so a lot of my tea is definitely in my journals, but I also didn't want my writing practice to always be resulted to when I'm going through something or when I'm having a hard time. And that's also why I be reluctant to talk to God. That's why I be reluctant to tell people when I'm struggling or going through it, because I don't want to be that friend that is just always coming with some mess. I miss my optimistic self. I miss my vibrant self. I really do miss her. That is a part of me from like my past self that I did want to bring along with me, but I've lost that along the way due to just having a lot more responsibilities in life, and me feeling like maturity is a level of being kind of dull. You know, I see vibrancy and upbeatness and positivity and all of that stuff as like a younger, youthful trait. And so now that I'm growing up, I feel like this pressure to be more serious and not as fun and bubbly and just spontaneous as I used to be, even though those are like very core parts of who I knew myself to be. Do I want to transition over and be like this boring stick in the mud to a sense, or do I want to still keep parts of my youth within me? And so with that being said, I've been doing a lot of inner child healing, whether that's watching cartoons, reminiscing about like the old times, or going to the park for a walk and allowing myself to have playing games, like whatever, just being able to cater to my inner child, because I feel like I've lost some of the good qualities about her. The qualities about her who didn't care what people think, who if there was something that she wanted to do, she went and did it, wasn't afraid to talk to anybody, wasn't afraid to express herself, definitely wasn't shy to be seen or heard. She asked a whole lot of questions, okay? And when she stepped in the room, you just knew she was there. And people thoroughly enjoyed like being in my company as a child, because I was very intelligent and wise beyond my years, and the things that I would say compared to my age, people were shocked. I did really enjoy those parts of my old self, and so I kind of want to curate space to start like bringing that back. Also have really been called to bring back my spirituality channel and my prophetic word and stuff like that, because in this room right here, y'all, I don't know what it is about this room, I don't know what it is about that shower. I've been getting so many ideas about content and prophetic words. I think I'm just at a space where I really need to just hone my focus on what it is that I truly want. I think I've been letting chasing the bag and attaining all of these societal expectation things to allow me to forget about what it is that I truly want for myself. And even though like I do get a pleasure and a joy to some certain extent about having my own security and stability for myself, there's still a part of me that just wants to move at my own pace, do things at my own pace, not have to clock in when people want me to clock in, be able to make my own schedule, travel a lot more, only pay for things that honestly really make sense. And I'm not saying that from like the perspective of the poverty mindset, because I know like a poverty mindset can hold you into environments where you only feel like you're good enough to have X, Y, and Z because of where you come from. But honestly and truly, y'all, some of the things that we pay for, I just think is so overpriced and dumb. Like stuff like inflation pisses me off and gets on my nerves, having to pay things like car insurance, registration, stuff like that, tickets, taxes. I'm just not with it. And so I be having moments where I be like, damn, can I go to a place where none of this stuff even exists? How is it that places like New Jersey can have no sales tax, but you come to Virginia, you gotta pay sales tax on clothes? What are they doing? You get what I'm saying? So it be stuff like that where it be like, I don't know if I want to participate in these societal norms. All in all, it has been the best of times and the worst of times. I've definitely been grieving to a certain extent. Not that I've had a loss through like a physical death or where somebody's passed on, but just the loss of, you know, close loved ones and friends that was with me along the way, and not being able to get a response or communicate with them or have the connection that we used to have. All the while, so many great things are still happening for me in my life. Anytime I speak that I want more money or I want an additional shift, or anytime I speak that I want a greater flow of my income, opportunities have been really presenting themselves for me and showing up for me in a way that reminds me that everything is going to be okay. Something that I posted on my Facebook just a few days ago was that doubt and fear does not go together. So you have to be in a position where you are strengthening your faith walk no matter what is going on in the external. Not clocking your bank account for your next deposit to drop, not being desperate for a shift at your job, not feeling like the job that you have is the only option for you. Just knowing that your security is not in the position, your security is not where you work. Your security is in your ability, and long as you're able, long as you are able, you will be able to have whatever it is that you desire in your life. And that is just from a surface level believing in yourself type mindset, but also really being 10 toes down about the greatness of who it is that you are, and not minimizing your greatness off the strength of wanting to be accepted in a workplace or by the next person, or thinking that you gotta do what you gotta do because you gotta do it. Nah, you don't. You got options. There's always options. And the more that you feel like jobs are finite and possibilities are not infinite, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna keep looking up, being in the same position, in the same place that you've always been. I watched a lady who quit her job after working there for 18 years. She wanted to quit so many years before that, but she allowed having a child to stop her from quitting. Can you imagine like the earning potential that she could have had if she just would have moved on let me tell you something. What it is that you make today is literally the bare minimum of what it is that you deserve. Anytime that you move companies, just know that there's somebody out there who's willing to pay you more to do the same thing, if not less, than what you're already doing right now. Your job that you have right now is not your only option. And I'm talking to y'all, but I'm also talking to myself, because I've been wanting to leave my restaurant job for a minute now. I don't know, I just feel like the company is kind of toxic, and I transitioned from their catering side over to their restaurant side. So I started out with the catering company, and then I transitioned over to the restaurant side. And you just gotta realize that whoever your leadership is, whoever the head is gonna be a reflection upon that workplace. And for me, generally speaking, like, I just have a hard time with authority. I have a hard time with people telling me what to do. And like I said before, I like to have my flexibility and my freedom to show up when I want to, do what I want to, when I want to. I'm realizing that, like, a lot of my work in my quote-unquote non-existent career is circled around the opposite. And so that's why I need to be on this space. That's why I need to be on my because the more that I'm not showing up for my own business and my own craft, the more that I am pouring into somebody else's stuff, the longer I'll be pouring into somebody else's stuff, when ultimately I really just don't want to, but I'm doing it to survive, and that's not okay. So that's a message for somebody. I don't know who it's for, but y'all been thinking about it. All I can say is do all you can to get your money, and let that be that, because there will always be another. Like, it's nothing wrong with taking a sabbatical. But yeah, talking to y'all definitely made me feel better. She's getting real cute. It's come together. I'm still not happy that I'm on here with this damn wrap, but when my hair get done, y'all not gonna be able to see me. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the bigger plan, and that's the space that I'm in right now. I've been sacrificing some of the things that I usually go to. Experiences, beauty, aesthetics, like just putting them by the wayside, because I had a bigger plan and a bigger purpose for what it was that I was moving into, and that needed my sole focus. And the same thing that I was able to apply in that case, I can apply it to not having to work for people no more, being in a space where I'm not humble, where I'm not sleeping on myself, where I'm being my greatest version no matter what. I can use that same skill. It's transferable. And that's another thing about being like in a position. Some people think that like because their position is so niche that they can't do nothing else. I'm telling you, your skills is transferable. Know that your skills is transferable. It's something about me that allowed me to be great in this space. There's something about me that allowed me to be great wherever it is that I go. I can take that with me to the next thing. Okay, so I just set with rose water because I do not have a setting spray. But yeah, this is the final look. This is just a very simple, soft makeup look that I typically go to because I don't know no other styles. What I want to finish my lips off with now is Sassy Lips by Ashley. This was actually gifted to me from a kidpreneur, teenpreneur, how do y'all say it? Ashley did her thing with this lip gloss. I'm gonna put her information in the description box down below, but it looked good, it feels good, it has like that thick consistency, but it wears down like really good, and it lasts for a good time. It feels moisturizing, it smells good, and I'm here for it. So I've been testing it out for a while. I didn't wore it down, girl, so I'm gonna have to give me a little re-up, but it's really good, and I want y'all to try it because it definitely give you that gloss that you need. It really reminds me of the lip gloss from back in the day, like when I was in school and I was her age, and it just gives. So I had to come on here and share it with y'all. That is the Sassy Lips by Ashley. So your girl, she did her thing. I love sharing businesses with y'all, so if y'all have a business that y'all want me to share on the channel, definitely check the description box down below for my PO box, and I will be happy to do so. But yeah, y'all, this is what the look came out like. I really do appreciate y'all for sitting here and having this girl chat with me. Now I'm about to go and change my shirt because that's literally all I do. I'm gonna keep these cute little shorts on, and I am going to finally film that life update for you guys. So if y'all are as excited about it as I am, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thumbs up this video and consider subscribing. That way you can always be on the up and up as to when I post. Turn your post notifications on to all. That way you can always be alerted when I post as well. So yeah, journeys, thank y'all so much for listening to me chat about what's been on my heart, my feelings, my soul. And if y'all like talks like this, check out my podcast at Journey Free Podcast. And until next time, I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, journeys.